In this video, we're going to go over blood flow restriction lat pull downs. So first of all, you want to make sure that you watch the blood flow restriction video where I explain why you would want to do blood flow restriction training and how to do it properly. But in this video, I'm going to show you a few reps on how to do it. I'm going to show you the setup, and then I'm going to break it down for you step by step so that you learn how to do it properly. All right, so let's talk about that. So I'm just doing a lat pull down exercise, and if you notice, I'm doing a little bit more advanced. I'm using some momentum to get the bar down. It's a little bit more of advanced of a technique. And I'm using the blood flow restriction bands to get the benefit of doing blood flow restriction training. So the first thing that you need to do is you need to properly apply the blood flow restriction bands so that they're not too tight or too loose. If they're too loose, you're not going to get the right effect. If they're too tight, you're not going to get the right effect either. And really what you want to watch out for is too tight. If they're too tight, you're going to cut off your circulation completely and your arm's going to start to get numb. You don't want that. It's not a big deal to do it for a few seconds or even probably a few minutes, but it's not going to hurt you necessarily, but unless you leave it for a long period of time, but it's not going to give you the type of results that you want either. So you want it to be tight enough so that it gets the veins, so it blocks the return of the blood from the veins to your heart. You'll start to see your veins start to pop out. And then, but you don't want it so tight that you start to go numb. And if you put it too tight at the beginning, you just adjust as needed, not a problem. If you feel that it's too tight, just adjust it. The second thing that you need to do is you got to make sure that this is anchored properly. And if you just saw, I had to put this down because I wasn't anchored enough. You want to be nice and stable in this position when you're pulling. So that doesn't have to do with the BFR, it's just part of proper technique for doing the pull down exercise appropriately. And I'm using a palm spacing away grip about shoulder width. But it doesn't matter what grip you use. I mean, it matters in the sense that it targets different muscle groups, but what we're really after right now is the BFR effect. So you can use a reverse grip, you can use the grip that I'm using right now. And what you want to do is you want to make sure that you're using lightweight so that you can at least get 20 reps. And if you get more than 20, okay. But if you're getting 10 or 12 or even 15, it's not light enough. Now, why is that important? Because we know that blood flow restriction training, the weight needs to be light. So the whole purpose of doing this is to get the same effect of lifting heavier weights. It's not better than lifting heavier weights, but it gives you the same effect. And you're using light weights, but you're using a blood flow restriction band. So that's how you do it, and give it a try and let me know how it works.